Okay, I'm quickly going to go through that again. So we have just tuned into marketing, confidence, and clarity of message. And so Erin, marketing confidence is 100, clarity of message is 0. Jen, confidence is 80, clarity is 40. Karen, confidence is 56, and clarity is 40. And we've got Sarah is 45, back of the neck and heels. Yes. Okay, so stomach, Karen's feeling the stomach is the inability to digest her marketing, her message, that it's going to convert and create a nourishment for her, like going to resource her back. Potentially that might be right, might be wrong. Totally, I'm just throwing some feels out there in the channel, yeah? Jen, right side sternum into the ribs, like heading into the Eve bone, like the shame around marketing stuff. Like, is there like maybe a prostitution energy here? If I like actually say that I'm really fucking good at what I do, what does that mean about me, right? And Erin, back of shoulder, heart. What if I, yeah, if someone turns on me, like, what if I get like taken out? What if I like show my heart and I get hurt, right? Yeah. And Sarah, 45 in confidence, back of neck, and heels. Okay, amazing. So heels is that we can't process the shock enough. So back of neck to me would be along the lines of like, I'm having to put my neck out for this. Could that be along the right lines? Like if I have to put my neck out and I can't get it through, like I can't get it right through the body, I'm going to have to hold it. Yeah. And 55 clarity. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me know what happens in that kind of channel, like in the feeling flow of like, what is that landing? Does that make sense? Yeah. Makes sense with energy levels. Exactly. Yeah. So I can't get I can't remove the shock to allow it to drop out of the body. Okay. So I'm just going to tap into the timeline shifts that we are stepping into right here. And I invite you to just take your hands, rub them together really, really hard, tight, all the things. Okay, and place them over your eyes. Okay, and as you do this, I invite you to drop into your body even more. So resting back into your seat, whatever that means. Maybe it's into this ischium, ilium, and base in your sit bones. Maybe it's letting your spine just adjust itself and sit with more ease. And just behind your eyes, I want you to see the dragon eyelids. So the dragon eyelids are the second eyelid. They're like a protective shield. I want you to see what is happening with them, what is going on, what is stopping your vision from landing, what is stopping your vision from being the marketing success and sales success that you desire and you need in order to resource yourself for the bigger vision. All right, so we are in the cosmic vision. So I invite you to like step out of the earth, up and out of the earth, and look down and look at the earth from a different point of view. Where is your grid of the earth being a representation of your body? Where is the grid of the earth not feeling like it's free flowing? What desires to land here? Is it forgiveness? Is it love? Is it gratitude? Is it self centeredness, like actually putting yourself in the center of it? Is it spotlighting yourself? So just inviting you to feel, what are these dragon eyelids? Are they holding you back or giving you the vision forward for the new timeline? The vision of you that's like, I've got my back. When I market, I am in full flow. And we're going to flip some of the energy of sales and marketing. What are you seeing? What are the dragons showing you? And just jotting it down in your journal. And you're ready. There's a new way of seeing this. There's a new way of seeing the grid. Right, letting me know any pieces. I know that was a quick transmission, but any pieces that want to come into this next channel. Because we're going to go back and we're going to clear this through the body, but we're also going to bring in the like new energy, the new timeline. So part workshop, part channeling, part Kanika, part transmissions here. It's a sassy fucking Friday, I tell you. The fear of it changing my life. I'm actually having lots of vision issues too. Wow. Yeah. Massive. Okay. So what has started unlocking is the dragon's eyelids. Okay. This has been channeled through a VIP client who has been to the sacred sites and was just at Lake Titicaca. And the dragons there were like, there's like a protective shield over the eyes. And so our fear of the big vision is that it's going to be amazing because we've never felt that before. And can we actually receive how delicious that is? So, if we were in a orgasm for like, instead of like, 35 seconds, 40 seconds, that if it was like an hour, we'd be like, oh my God, that's really like, can I actually receive all of that? Like, can I actually be in the pleasure of that all of the time without it starting to be a painful experience, right? That's what our body is going to realign and re-timeline our body and recode our body to the highest order of pleasure, to the highest order of joy and playfulness. And yet, because we haven't had that as a natural template, it's like, actually, can I receive all of that? Right? Dragon's eyes were murky, not on the grid floating above it, almost like not quite safe to fully ground into its belonging and taking my place. Boom. My piece has always been community killing me, and I saw that I just need to forgive and love instead of fighting back, having my armor up. I see it all in my heart and I speak from my heart. Exactly. So your de-armoring of your heart is exactly what's going to open things up. And at the same time, when we de-armor our heart, what happens is our heart creates a heart field, like this huge heart field. And then we don't need protecting because our heart is the most powerful fucking pulse on this planet, right? It literally has an electromagnetic field that can be felt throughout the entire resonance. So we don't need protecting. It's a total different game change. Like, it's a game changer to let our heart be fully seen, fully felt. We're not going to be killed in this lifetime. We can't be. There's been a total shift in contracts for this lifetime, right? Because we're in the shift. We are there, like the wave that is coming through. We cannot be killed in this lifetime, right? We can be ostracized, but how can you be ostracized from something like this? You can't, right? Now it's a trust, and now it's a forgiveness, now it's a deeper energy. Like, now it's a real deep, like, I can lean in. I can lean in. Okay. So, Jen, I had a migraine yesterday, this morning, which always seems like a new sight. Yes. I see white swirling energy rising up from the land, and it said sovereign and freedom. Boom, sister. All right. And so our fears are literal synapses running in the body that have been coded from the past. Okay. And so the biggest shift I want you to take is that we cannot bank evidence that it's working just yet, but that is faith, is showing up when the evidence isn't there yet. So we show up from the version of ourselves that has the dragon blinkers off now. Okay, we show up from that version of ourselves who's like, I've got my back no matter what, no matter what. Like, there's no matter what here. So it's a constant rewiring of your energy and your worry of like, and it's okay because I've got my back no matter what. As in, anybody could attack me, anybody could try and take me out on the internet, but it's an internet. It is literally like a free field. And so instead of seeing it as like, I have to put in energy, what if when you are writing, you are coding the grid? Your writing is coding the grid to the highest frequency. So I want to shift it, and I want to ask you, who am I to speak into how awesome my work is? Instead, let's shift it. Who am I not? Because if we don't speak into the grid with our marketing, we're not gridding it to the highest frequency that this planet can hold. Right? It is your service to sell your service. Right? It is actually your task to honor your service, because I want you to shift sales, right? I want you to shift sales into sacred contracts. You're not selling. You are landing sacred contracts that transform, that shift the grid. That's why they invited you and the dragons to come out of the earth and actually see the grid as a bigger field. Every person you have an impact on is raising this frequency, is raising this grid work, is raising the timeline, the transmission of the golden essence into the field. So every time you're writing, it's a code. It's coding the system. It's coding the new world, the true earth. Okay? What's happening in your body? I want to know. I can feel like Erin's got her like blinkers on. She's like, oh shit, something's happening here. Right? I want to hear like what is happening in your body. Because for us to be in the game changer, that we are totally safe to honor our work and actually sell our work. It's not that we're selling, it's that we're offering a sacred contract of service. Yes, is that good thing? Like body slowing down? That feel good? Or is that like a slowing? Like it's like, no, things are getting sticky. My eyes are zoning out. Yes. So the dragon eyelids. Okay. Feels like rolling to the back of my head. Amazing. Feels like a recoil. Okay. Awesome. So is this the sales part or the marketing? Like, let me know. Okay. So, Erin, what is happening in your body that you have to roll back? Like, rolling back is pure shock. Tell me more. The sales side. Yeah. So, what if we recoded sales to sacred contracts of service? What happens? Just tell me what happens. My mind is going off on lots of thoughts of sales as I was approached about a sales company from my post yesterday. What happened, babe? Tell me more. This transmission isn't for me, I'm hearing. Okay, tell me more. Because if I'm triggering the shit out of you, there's something here. Crown fizzing. I took a deep breath. Yeah. So when we are speaking, I'm not a leader. Okay, so the transmission is for you, but your body can't recognize she's a leader. Is that right? Where's the grief? Can anyone vouch that this woman is a leader, that she flew all the way from Australia, had not been with anyone, lived with anyone for a long time, hadn't been with anyone for longer than 24 hours, and literally threw herself in the fucking cauldron of alchemy and doesn't think that she's a leader? I love your cute little girl who's like, I don't want to be a leader. Right? You have been leading yourself for a really long time. And the leader part, leadership, is that we lead ourselves first. Right? I didn't plan to be a leader. I just lead myself first. And then I gift the transmission of like, this is what I did. How about you? What needs to shift for you to feel safe in being a leader? Amazing, Jen. And so, Jen, you get to like play with that and be like, is this a yes once I get the information, or is this a no? Right? And that's beautiful. Fuck yes, she is a leader. Erin is such a leader. Yes, you are, Erin. She like, okay, babe, I want you to butterfly heart so that you can start receiving a little bit. Hey, gorgeous Heidi. We are giggling with Erin's little baby girl inside that says that she's not a leader. Like we're just loving on her and thinking, oh, she's so cute that she thinks she's not a leader and she didn't get on a plane and like spend like an entire 2 weeks with people after not spending any time with anyone for a long time. Like, let the grief out. Karen, interesting. Something that just popped in. I had to keep the code secret before. Yes. So to know it is fully safe for them to be seen. It's the safety piece. But yes, totally. Okay. So Heidi, beautiful sister, I love that I get to see you twice in 24 hours. And we are talking about marketing. We're talking about confidence of our marketing and clarity of our message. So 0 to 100, two of those, just check in and let me know like where it is in your body. So, Sarah, I'm feeling into this. Also for me, it's faith in self. Fuck yes, epiphany with that message, Karen, right? So it is around safety. Like all of this is around safety because essentially what's happening, and I want to show you what's happening in the body. Okay. And Erin, I really want you to listen to this, Queen. Okay. Essentially what's happening is that through our core, we are anchoring more safety. And the more that we show up in the outside world, we're anchoring more safety and more safety and more safety in our internal being. That's exactly what's happening, right? But because this is totally different to anything else that has ever happened on this planet, okay, we have never had the opportunity to be able to talk to billions of people in one post. Our body goes to the framework of like, I can only be visible to this many. All right. And so you only have so many people playing in your field. And then our body goes to the next version and is like, okay, what identity am I going to take next of how much I can express myself freely and completely? And it goes to the next level and it goes to the next level. Okay. This is because our bodies literally feel the codex of the grid that whatever that particular platform is gridded to. Okay. For example, I feel safer on Instagram than I do on Facebook, right? Facebook feels wide open, whereas Instagram feels like you're getting like one snippet at a time and maybe it won't get to some people, right? But what that's done for me on Instagram is mean that Instagram is not growing. Like it is so hard to grow. I have been there for years, nothing's shifting. I'm doing all the things, right? And because my body's like, oh, because it's so cute and tight and compact, and I get to like only reach so many people, right? Whereas Facebook's like, oh my gosh, it could go anywhere at any time. It could go completely viral. It feels different. I know that Instagram can feel different. Like I know that Instagram can go viral, but my body in Instagram compared to Facebook, two different energies. But the group of Facebook I feel totally good with. And now my body's playing in like, I love YouTube. There's something about YouTube that feels good. I love TikTok, but it feels like it's not quite my market. So it just feels different. So this is about your physical like relationship with being heard and seen. And that's why we did the dragon eyes, the dragon eyelids at the beginning. So Heidi, all we did at the beginning was just holding our hands to our eyes and seeing the dragon eyelids, right? The way that we are envisioning the grid and the planetary grid and how our voice impacts that marketing and sales, right? And we're shifting marketing to you singing. I want you to actually see this in your mind's eye, to you singing your song to the grid that raises the grid and then calls in your soul aligned clients, right? And if someone gets through that protective field of your heart, being an electromagnetic field, if someone gets through that and says, this shit is bullshit, honestly, I want you to literally see it right now as the sword of truth. You cut that thing out, that degree out, the 360 degree, you've got 1 degree that's just been impacted. You cut it out, you block it, you do not even give it time, right? It's just like our physical body. We might pick up a bug once in a while. All we need to do is be very conscious of it and say, hey, I'm not available for this, and I'll move on. Done. Right? I haven't been sick since April last year. That's 12 months, 13 months. It's never happened to me. I've always been immune compromised. But the more I express myself, the more I clear the shame, the more I feel like anchor my own personal safety and regulation, the more I can voice it. And I don't have to actually go out and reach for it. I just know that I keep bursting the bubble on the community push, like how much it's going to impact or see other people or get seen by other people. And this isn't dismissing the algorithms of bitches, right? Like they are. Like I feel like New Zealand gets in a bubble and we don't get seen a lot overseas. But at the same time, we can't like try to figure out algorithms every day, right? You've just got to know that what happens is once you sing into the grid with your words, you are coding the entire planetary grid for true Earth. And then your soul aligned clients will literally align when you're in alignment. So it literally looks like this. You've got a grid over here, they've got a grid over here. As these grids meet, if you are in full alignment with yourself, it's at anchorage, right? 2 days ago, okay, I'm going to give you a bit of a story as I do all my things. I reached out to, so I have a 60K client in Jakarta, Indonesia, and I reached out to her sister who was also a 30K client last year. And I was like, hey, just wanted to check in. I have been a bit MIA because of my mum's but I wanted to check in and see if you wanted the 60K package that your sister's on. And she's like, oh yeah, can you like show me what the thing is? So I showed her, and then she said, oh, let's talk about it on my session on Monday. I was like, cool, we'll talk about it on your session. So I had her session and then had the discussion. And she's like, yeah, well, just tell me what the deals are, like just show me some deals. And so I went back to her and I was like, well, actually, it was exactly the same as your sister's, just 2 months less. So instead of 60K, it was like 48. Because I was like, I can't discount her when, her sister's on the 60K, right? And she's like, oh, yeah, nah, it's all right. It's all right. And I was like, damn, what happened there? I was out of alignment, right? There was a piece around me being out of alignment because there was like almost a like, oh, with that 60K, I'm going to go do this, this, and this, and this, right? I wasn't just available to like the full receiving of it and being like, oh my gosh, that would feel so delicious and all the things. And I can't wait to serve her too, right? Next day, I said to her, your daughter wants to do this and your one is $1,000 US. So I'm just gonna, you okay with the $2,000 US invoice? She said, yeah. And I was like, and you're coming over for the pilgrimage, so you're okay with the $8,000 invoice? She said, yeah, done. So she pays the $2,000 invoice. She doesn't pay the $8,000 invoice. And I'm thinking, well, are you coming to the retreat or not? Like, what, So I contacted her and I was like, are you coming to the retreat? She's like, oh, I actually want to book again with you. So she booked again. I was like, that's $1,000. Did you not want the package? And she's like, do you know what? Maybe I'll go with the package. Right? Okay, the whirlwind, right? The whirlwind of being okay with her no, right? And all it took was there was apparently a story on my her sister told me this. There's apparently a story on my stories, like there was a story on my stories about like quantum DNA or something. And she was like, okay, yeah, that's what I need. And I'm like, I've been talking and we've been doing this for like a year. And so it was an alignment piece. And when I put that post out, I was like, this is for someone, but I don't know who it is for, right? I remember feeling like that. There's someone who needs to hear this right now. And then I find out 3 days later that this was the woman that was aligning to that message, right? And so now I have two 60K clients, like that, out the gate. So knowing that when you feel safe, that person aligns through creator's will, not the will of the social media grids, right? But I also do want you to find the safety in your body around these marketing platforms. Okay, so let's go there. What needs to change to feel safe leading is to have my own back. The first thing I do is conflict, and yeah, I do in conflict or confrontation is ask what did I do wrong? Exactly. So when we make ourselves the problem, what we're doing is self-abandoning, right? And this was my biggest lesson in my life. Like, I'm the problem. I'm the fucking thing that had the seizures. I'm the thing that won competitions, and that was a problem. Like, I'd get beaten for that. So I made everything I did the problem. I couldn't do anything right, period. Like, even to the nth degree of like, I keep my car clean now, and people are like, Corey's car's a mess, and they get in, they're like, it's clean, what's going on? I'm like, come on, like, give me the kudos. Like, I've learned to keep it clean now, right? But I still make myself the problem in that, right? And so I invite the more safety you land of, I am the solution. I am always the solution. Like, if I am struggling, I'm the solution. Nobody else is going to change that for me. The way that I see this, the way that I pattern it, the way that it's rewiring in my body, I'm the solution. Okay. So honoring that safety comes into backing ourselves. The moment we self-abandon, and I'm talking right down to the nth degree, and this is why in the masterclass, the Sexy Liberate Your Libido masterclass, I'm talking about we've got to clean it up to feel safe to do the things. So cleaning it up might look like you don't have that drink, that alcohol, because the next day it's going to make you feel lymphatically like inflamed, all the things. And what that does is chips away at your internal confidence and safety, right? Because in some way you're like, oh shit, I hurt myself again. But what I want you to do is compound interest when you are doing something really fucking awesome and celebrating that. Because this is why I talk about it all the time in the Own It and Sassy group. The more we celebrate ourselves, the more we gift ourselves permission to fuck it up. And I mean celebrate when we're fucking up. Now I'm going to call all of you out. Who's done a Sassy post recently? Oh, Karen has. Right? You are all now officially on a May Sassy diet. Right? We're going to call it May Mayhem. It's mayhem. It's going to be May Mayhem. Right? It's going to be delicious. You get to eat all the things and still be like, I'm totally okay anyway. And I'm going to model it for you. Yes, I've been keenly aware of not doing one and celebrating self. Oh, that's easier. I've got the swim in the ocean room. Yes. Yoo. So what that looks like is you need to pick at least a minimum of 5 posts over the next like May, right? Out of May, and you need to go into the group, and I don't care if it's one sentence, you need to own it. Oh, Heidi, you didn't. She didn't. Oh my God, I love you so much. Oh, that is so, oh my God. I'm so stoked you said that. I like got all sassy and I went to celebrate. And then I pulled back and I was like, I'm not gonna celebrate myself. What? That gave me goosebumps. Okay, so I challenge all of you to show up in the Sassy group at least once a week this May. Or if you really want to fucking transform this journey and make the greatest exponential growth in May Mayhem, I want you to go every day. I don't know what your capacity is right now, but I want you to edge it. Okay? If you think every day is too hard, totally. What is every second day, or what is once a week? So tell me in the thing, accountability, what are you going to do in the Sassy group? Right? It is a group. It's not fully fledged Facebook. We're going to just edge your energy to like how much you can celebrate yourself. And I guarantee you will find clients by celebrating yourself. Every day I'm scared though. Okay, tell me of Sassy, of like posting, or of something else. Tell me. Okay, all you need to do. Yes, Jenna. I was like, I could see the resistance. Okay, tell me every day I'm scared though. Okay, commitment. What if, okay, this is what goes underneath this conversation in your head. What if, what? What if I did do it every day? What's my body afraid of? Karen, she did it. Yeah, the edge of every day spins me. What can it do? Getting it wrong. Amazing, right? And yet, Sassy, you cannot get it wrong, right? There's nothing you can get wrong. Literally, you could go, I'm so fucking celebrating myself today because I got off the couch and took Law for a walk when I didn't want to. I'm celebrating myself because I did a post today and it scared me. Oh my God, the edge is to annoy people. Yeah. And most people, literally, because of the algorithm, hardly ever see our shit anyway. When someone the other day was like, when did you start selling sexy DNA? And I was like, oh, like a week ago. Like, I haven't even seen it yet. Like, this is the first time. I'm like, I know. Right? You just don't know. because every day scares me, so that's why I need to do it. Yeah. Okay, what version of you are you afraid to meet at the other end of May? What version of you are afraid to meet on the other end of May? Because you know posting every day is going to change your life. So what version of you? The sassy one, she scares me. And why? She's too much. Oh my God, right? How old were you when you told you when you were told you were too much? Too much energy. What if the too much energy gets to free flow back into your field and it becomes juicy and delicious? And every time you post, you gift yourself like a sexy, like, oh yeah, I just did that. Okay. Literally a boob massage, 2 minutes. Get turned on. Powerful woman who doesn't care what others think, which is too much for other women. We are finding our core fear of being seen, right? You are literally owning your core fear of being seen right now. Keep going. Powerful energy shifter I am. She kind of makes me edgy. Yes. How can we, the sassy, bold one, yes, woman, how can we let the energy, right, that wants to move through, because you can feel it already making that decision. Hey, you guys can feel it already. It's already going on in the vulva, the sacrum, and it's like, oh shit, oh my God, I'm like going to blow out my nervous system. What if the more you posted, the more your nervous system felt safe? What if the more you posted, the more your breath relaxed? What if the more you posted, the more expression, the more delicious life got? What if the more you posted, the more regulated you are? Yes, Karen, the one is so deeply provided for because I've never experienced it before, not experienced me providing just for me. Right. So you're just going to show up for you. It's not for anybody else. You show up for you and you are compounding the interest that you are fucking worthy. You're letting your body know that you are worthy of something that sticks for 30 days, that is on the edge. I don't want others to think and talk about me, period, especially negatively. All right. And where do you talk about yourself negatively that you're judging what other people are judging that you are judging of yourself? Did anyone get that mouthful? I'm never, ever going to be able to do that again. Right? We are so hard on ourselves. We're so hard on ourselves. And when we're afraid of being judged, it's because we're judging ourselves, that we're not backing ourselves, right? Yes, self-regulating, potent, scary, triggering woman who either turns on or repels. That would be nice, full drop in, right? What if the more you posted, the more energy that is expended to come back and fuel you and nurture your entire spinal cord? It gets to be nervous system regulating, not pushing, not forcing, not making it difficult. It gets to be one sentence. It doesn't need a photo. It gets to be with or without likes. It just gets to be you moving energy. Erin, I still see you, even if you're not looking on the camera. I know you're playing with the little dragon eyelids there, babe, but I love you. See you. Okay, she's getting a banana. That's okay. You're all right then. Then I'm full of myself. Who am I to take up space? Who would want to listen? But really, I'm only posted for me. So it would be a whole exercise with me, myself, and I. Literally, woman. Like, this isn't about anybody else. This is about you navigating your own safety and knowing that it is safe to show up for you and to compound that interest. And if you fuck up, then you show up the next day and you're like, I celebrate that I fucked up and didn't make it mean anything. That I tried to. Like I tried to make it mean that I shouldn't do it again. I shouldn't get back on the wagon. But then I let go. Welcome back. I thought you were trying to hide from me. I was like, I'm gonna find you. I love it. Okay. Hungry work. It is hungry work. Okay, so recoding. Your marketing is your soul's song, your mermaid frequency, right? It will find the right people, and the more that you anchor safety, the more that those people can come in. The more that you align, the more that it lands. Okay. You cannot say a word wrong, right? You can't, because the way that you write is specific to somebody's ears, somebody's frequency, somebody's bandwidth, somebody's radio tune, right? Sometimes I want to listen to the hits. The other times I want to listen to the rock FM. I'm going to tune into the energy that day of what I need, what I desire. Okay? Recently, I've been listening to K-pop. Who am I? Where did that come from? Didn't even know it was a genre. What the actual fuck? And Geordie asks for it every day now. Right? And I'm like, what is this? Like, what version of me is this? What aspect of me is this? Okay. All right. So I want you to just tune in and let me know. I haven't quite cultivated the question exactly as I want to, but I want you to tune in and let me know how much of your energy is getting taken up with not doing the thing that you know you need to do. 0 to 100. 100. Oh, I got all these goosies down the back of my head. 70, 78. 100. Up until you say 80 today. Nice. I'm so proud of you. You did it, Jen. Can we let that be okay in our body? Right? For so long, we haven't done the thing, and it's taken up that much energy. 68, yeah. And what if we did the thing and had more energy, like it gave us energy? What if you not doing the thing is taking up 100% of your energy, and then when you do the thing, it gives you 100% more energy back, plus the 100% you were missing? Does that make sense? The thing that we're afraid to do will take up more space in our energy than if we just did it. Yeah, it's the mind. Yeah. It's the mind sticking to like the fear patterns, right? The fear synapses in the brain. So, another story. We went and stayed at the beach. I rang my pa and said, and tried to get a hold of him that next day. We were at the beach. And I have a deep fear of talking to him on the phone because he is a divine masculine. He's an incredible man. So, like, he's not my real dad. My dad, I don't talk to, but he's kind of taken over as my real dad. Like, he's kind of like the surrogate dad, but I don't talk to him often because his wife hates me. Just like just hates me. So I don't talk to him often, but also because he like can talk for like an hour. I'm like, I don't often have like a whole hour to like have a conversation. And so when I didn't ring him that day, like when I didn't get hold of him that day, the next day I was like, I'll ring him that next day. And then I was like, oh, I'm exhausted today. I just can't do it. And then the next day I was like, I had to pack up and do all the things. And then the next day I was like, shit, I've got to ring him and tell him I even left the beach. And then I didn't because we were like moving around. Then the next day I had another excuse. And then the next day, and literally yesterday I was like, I literally had this bawling moment. Like I just burst out in tears of, oh my God, I have been expending so much energy in the fear of not ringing him. And then I had this massive process around the fear of getting in trouble by him, by the man, by the masculine, by the father energy, right? Because I wasn't doing the thing that needed to happen. And it got so built up, so built up, so built up. I was constipated for 3 days. I was like, what's happening? What is wrong with my body? What is going on? And I was like, oh, it's that. I texted him yesterday and I was like, I'm going to ring you tomorrow. And he's like, babe, you can ring me anytime. And I was like, ah, right. I was like, oh, of course. He's not my dad. He's not that guy. He's the nice one. Right? So the fear of the fear is taking you out of your energy and your streamline. And we want you in your luxury timeline. We want you in your streamlining because that's how we call in the next version of ourselves. And we raise the capacity to have more clients or more people engaging in our posts or more people in our community. Right? Even though I don't even know what the thing is sometimes, but I feel like I should be doing a thing. Oh my God. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Right? So what if that thing was just showing up for some kind of sassy celebration that you keep regulating your nervous system to receive? So every time you post, how much do you guys see it as posting takes away from you? Like you put in the energy and posting like pulls something out of you to go somewhere else. Oh, the beautiful bus driver stops beside our house for Geordie, but he's not going to school. So cute. Okay, Erin, 100. So when you do a post, it's like a draining experience, right? Like you're using energy. Yep. Yep. 70. Yep. Okay. Amazing. Okay. I would love the anticipation is draining 100, but after 0, Jen, you're starting to feel it, right? 70. Yeah. 90. Have a mix of energized to drain. Amazing. So let's tune into what posts are energizing and what posts are draining. Right? Okay. I want you to flip how social media works. Every time you post, you receive energy. Every time you post, you receive energy. Okay. Now, the reason being is I want you to see the entire grid like a dandelion, right? It's got all of that 360 degrees in space. There's all these seeds, right? Can you guys see that in your mind's eye? There's a dandelion. It's everywhere. It's right around you. It's completely around you. And every time you go to post, right, you pick a seed and bring it into your heart. You pick a seed and you bring it into your heart, and it grows energy within you. Okay. Every time you place a post into the grid, it gives back tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold, 10,000-fold, because you are literally giving one fractal of energy, and the creator wants to gift it all back to you in that moment. So flip it. What if social media was your way of receiving more energy? What if social media was your way of actually processing your emotions? Yes. Processing your emotions, and it gives you back energy. I'm sensing a wave motion in my body as you speak. Right? So it's like a breath in and a breath out. You are literally in a communion with it. Every time you post, you receive more energy into your body. It's not a push out, it's a receive in, right? What grows? What grows exponentially with free energy? The sun. Right? And the sun doesn't go, shit, I need to reach that person and they're going to take more of my energy today. No, the sun just fucking beams. And if people reach out to receive it, they reach out to receive it. The sun doesn't have to do more and give away its energy. It's not giving it away, it's just being the energy. Is that making sense? Is this kind of landing? Is this tangible? Is this like, yeah, I'm gonna eat it and like be like, yes, every time I post, I receive energy back, like tenfold. right? Free energy. Your expression of your heart refuels your energy. It's the toroidal field, okay? Your expression of your heart, your words, your codex that you create and you bring to another space, like you're just gifting a little space of it. It gives you so much back. Literally. I literally code my posts up to be placed into the grid, and then I receive all this wave back from the world grid. Otherwise, we're always depleting to go out and reach what we need and want, right? We're trying to grab something. And when we try to grab something, it's a taking away energy. If we are giving of something, here is my service. And in that service, the devotion of creator's energy floods me with love. Like, thank you. Thank you. In my expression, creator loves on me and dotes on me. Every time I express myself authentically, transparently, and vulnerably, I am so fucking loved up and supported and gifted back so much energy. Right? Let your body really feel safe in that process. So start with one sentence, little things, and then move up a little bit. And have deep gratitude that we have this field that we get to play on that has never been around before. That we can reach millions of people when our body is ready to receive millions of people. Yeah. I got handed a coffee at some point. Anyone see that? Oh, it was magic. I looked down and I was like, oh, there's something warm in my hand. Oh, yeah. I love it. Can I celebrate the days when my hubby doesn't annoy me? Can it be that easy? Yes, it can be fucking that easy. So totally. Like, how much did that lift you up? Just saying that. Yeah, totally. Okay, I got a visualization of infinity loop, me in the center and energy out on half edge, totally in either half of a continual flow. You are the center of this give and receive in pure divine infinity flow. There, it is free energy. It is a free toroidal energy. It is safe. It is safe. It is safe. All right, so let's go to the heart. Oh, actually, I'll wait for Karen. But we're going to go to the heart. And then I want you to play with, when we're doing this, like when you want something, right? This is like part of the masterclass recently, but when you want something, is like, how is it possible that I just made $1 million in a year? Right? So you want to ask the questions, how is it possible? And you might start small, right? So for May Mayhem, I want you to plan an actual, like, what are you achieving? Like, how is it possible that I have 10 new people asking me about my services this month, this week, month, whatever, right? Your how is it possible provides the body with a solution focused energy. Right? So, like I recently said to you, my energy was like, okay, I want to have $1 million this year, like 2024, 2025, before I'm 40. Like I am having $1 million business, right? And so I was like, how is it possible? Oh my gosh, how is it that I made $1 million in 1 year? Like, how is it that I made $1 million in 1 year? And then from there, everything needed to clean up. One, I had to get rid of someone on my team because she just isn't working. And like it's taking me way more time to like do the things than actually like do the things. So I need to get rid of her. There is me not drinking for the year. Like I'm like, okay, I have a drink once in a while, but it still impacts my body. There's me not getting delivered food, like I've never done it, but I'm like, that's a problem because we're like expending energy to go and get the food and like bring it in and da da da. So I'm like, we have a Sunday thing now. It's coming in on a Sunday so that we have all of the plan for my anti-inflammatory diet all ready to go, right? Because I need to be an anti-inflammatory for the next year. These things create solution focused plans, right? And then you want to ask the next one is when you're like landed what you want, it's impossible unless what? And I love this question because it goes even deeper, right? It's impossible unless, and it's like, unless I go live every day on TikTok. And I'm like, oh, okay, so now that means I really have to clean and roll people in it. And I have to help ask my husband to like be a part of this big plan. Because if I was to try and make $1 million in a month, changing something in a month, it's not going to work, right? I need a big, like, you know, when I said to you guys, post and sassy every day for a month, and you're like, oh, that's itchy. You know, going live every day on TikTok is going to be a fucking edge because there's going to be days that I'm not going to put on makeup. There's going to be days that I'm not going to be able to do it until late at the night. There's going to be days where, and I have literally committed to that. And so all of the things that aren't going to hold that in place have to crumble. So you will find all of the solutions for what you want. And even if it's small, I want you to start there, right? Because it's going to clean up your energy. And this is when we focus on who we are becoming, focus on who we are becoming only, right? And then gratitude for where we are now, fully and completely. Those are the two key things that are going to shift this to what you want. Right, recently a friend and I were like, right, I really want to land this retreat, blah, 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 blah. And then I realized that actually that's taken away from my ultimate goal. Yes, unless I can clean out my wardrobe of all unaligned clothing. And that's going to be a biggie, right? Like I said the other day, I cleaned out like part of my bedroom and it had so much shit. And I couldn't believe like there was like, I swear to God, there was like so many bugs must have been living there because I was just like dusting off like, and I was like, and whose Bible is this? Holy shit. I mean, come on, that's a big one. I was like, was there a Bible beside my bed for 8 years and I had no idea? Right? So it will clean out the dredge that is stopping you from having what you want. Okay. And it's not that I want $1 million specifically. So I've already coded it to like our retreat space. If $1 million comes in, and I'm not going to like completely hoard myself to it, but when $1 million comes in, because it's going to happen at some point, I'm just going to let go of the timeline. But when $1 million comes in, it is for my bigger retreat space so that I can hold people in my space on my land and do all the things, right? So it's for me, but then it's also for others too. So it's like finding what feels really good for you. Okay, so focus on the person you are becoming and land in the gratitude right now, right here, right today. Okay, Queens, let's get into it. Just remembering last little piece I want to anchor is when you shift by 1 degree over a period of time, that could take you to the fucking UK or that could take you to Chile. Right? You shift by 1 degree. You do that one thing. No worries, babe. Love you. Oh, we didn't do your okay. We didn't do your coaching, hot seat coaching. Do you have 5? Okay. So knowing that 1 degree, right? You shift 1 degree, which means you clean up 1 degree of your life, and you've already changed the entire trajectory of your life. Whoa. There we go, Sarah. It jumped out. Whoa. There's something about death here, babe. Rebirth. It's a gorgeous card, this one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So big changes, time to move, transformation, let it go, releasing, start anew.
That's it.
Okay,
Yep.
so in your sassy posts, I want you to
Yep.
really own what wants to crumble and the permission to let it crumble.
Okay. Cool. Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's right where I'm at.
Fucking proud of you, babe. You're doing
Yeah.
so well.
Okay. Thank you. Ooh, I like the juiciness of this. Thank you.
I'll send it to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Love you. Bye. That's the fastest hot seat coaching you ever had. I feel really lazy right now. I'm going to send this through before I forget, so at least it's a little bit longer, like maybe 1 minute longer. I'll send her a channel. Oh, okay, who's up? Let me know. Oh gosh, when you see yourself in the phone upside down in the morning. All right, we've lost a few. Okay, Jen. I don't think you've ever gone first, babe, so I'm owning it. You're going to go first today.
Okay, I didn't know if I was going today because I did go the other day.
Oh,
But
okay. Nah, you're fine.
ready?
Let's
You
do
want me to
something.
wait?
Let's go.
Okay, let me see. Okay, I could feel it coming up in my body thinking about posting in that Facebook group. Like I don't have a
Amazing.
good excuse not to, but it is taking up that space because even in my like little 6-person group with our business stuff, I really spoke my mind yesterday when they were looking at a new business place.
Yep.
And the first post I wrote, or the first little paragraph, was kind of dancing around it. And I'm like, do you know what? I'm just going to be honest. There's somebody in that building. I didn't say who, but it's right next door to where they want to rent. I'm like, it wouldn't be my ideal. Like, I know the energy, but then I feel like a know it all because I know a lot of our commercial places in Brooks just because we own a commercial building and we do this. So in the group, I come off like a know it all a lot, actually. So I already feel like I annoy people.
Okay, so Erin, have you ever noticed that Jen's a know-it-all? Not even close, eh? Nah, not even close. Okay, but I want you to find out where in your body that you have a fear around actually speaking your truth. Like your opinion matters, right? You wouldn't show up in that space if you didn't feel safe. You wouldn't show up in that like commercial space if you don't feel safe. Like you would half-ass your energy in that space because it doesn't feel safe. So you owning what is true for you is really important. Otherwise, it's going to be misaligned and it's going to be skewed. So where are you afraid to? This is hurting people again, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So where did you hurt someone?
Hmm. Way back, I don't know how old we were. I don't think even a teenager. And I really didn't mean it this way, but I had my best friend that was a little curvier. So I mean, she has a beautiful figure, right? But I think I said something to her about having a big bum, but I didn't mean it that way. But it really did hurt her, actually. Yeah.
Hey, how old were you?
I can tell I wasn't quite a teenager because I was still wearing comfy pants. So like grade 5, 6, somewhere in there.
And where is that
Yeah.
in your body?
Oh, like I could feel it coming in, but it's like right here.
Yeah. It's almost like you I want to say clotheslined yourself.
Yeah.
Have you been clotheslined?
No, not physically. No,
You
no.
sure?
I don't like unless I'm blocking it. Like that could be a possibility.
I do see like a standard fence, like the ones that just get put there as temporary with standards. As I do
Hmm.
see something and you're on a bike and something comes across and just takes you out there.
That's a possibility. I also did have a bike crash with another girl when we were young.
Okay, there we go. What did that mean when you had that bike crash? What happened?
It It really wasn't my fault. I'm still going to stick by that, but I didn't want to say it because she was a year younger, so I felt responsible for that.
So you took responsibility for something you didn't do,
I
so
did,
that
and I had to wear it on my face for swimming lessons because I have these scabs all over. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you took on a shit ton of shame to what?
I guess I don't know how it was protecting her, but that's my first answer was protecting her.
So can you see you holding back from your medicine and magic on this planet? You're trying to protect others.
Yeah, I really feel that actually. Like even in my cheekbones right now.
Yeah. So it's coming right through the lungs and right through the cheekbones. So there's a
Mhm.
shit ton of grief around sisterhood.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get you to hold here and just under here with that pinky here. And then while you're there, I'm going to make you giggle. Sisterhood. Before you even started talking, take a deep breath in. Hold. Push really hard, Jen. And three in again. Sip it in. All to the top. Hold. Whoa. Clearing the template of the sisterhood. Woo. Clearing the template of shame around the sisterhood, clearing the template of shame around teamwork, of misalignment, of disharmony, of feeling like you create conflict, of feeling like you create competition, of feeling like you create shame, feeling like you are responsible for others. There we go, clearing fully and completely, clearing fully and completely. Wow.
That came out of nowhere. I didn't even know that was there.
So Jen, we've got to rewire that it's that you hurt people and that you have to take other people's hurt away. Beautiful rainbow just formed right then.
I gotta be honest, my first reaction to that is like, am I not supposed to take other people's hurt away? Like, I know.
So what we're doing, I'm gonna this. Do I want to say this? This is gonna sound harsh, but it's not. It's a universal truth, and it hit me really hard when I first heard this. Is that when we're trying to take somebody else's pain, we're manipulating them out of their own empowerment.
Thank you. I needed something that harsh to come through to actually like get it. Yeah.
And it's not coming from a place of manipulation, like, like a hard heart or like it's actually
It's
coming
not.
from a beautiful heart.
It is, but I could see how that is, right? Because it's almost like I'm like distracting them while I like pull it out or right, which then they can't be a sovereign being, which is so important to me. So well, I
Exactly.
just got goosebumps everywhere. Yeah.
I know. It was I vividly still remember the day someone told me that. I don't remember who
Even
it
for
was,
my
but I
kids.
remember my body. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like we disempower others by trying to people please. And that's a fucking game
Yeah.
changer.
But yet I don't want people to do that to me. Like I'll actually sit with whatever's going on till I figured it out and then share.
Exactly.
Right?
Because you
Yeah.
take responsibility for your stuff. And if someone tried to take it for you, that's like, hang on, no, like fuck off. This is my stuff.
Okay, when I get the replay, I'm probably going to record that little sentence you said to replay to myself. To be honest, I can already see doing that.
I'm really grateful that you could receive that, but I also am so that this will be a bit of an unraveling, right? For
It
all the
is like I can honestly feel it starting at my upper body, and it's like almost tingling, like going down. Like I know I got some more sitting to do with that, but yeah. To be honest, I probably would have never changed that until that. Yeah.
I love you,
Okay.
sister. Well done.
That was awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that's interesting. So around this sisterhood thing too, I shared with Cody after our last call. I'm like, and I said like how I did my post and like I'm like, yeah, I know it doesn't sound like a big deal. He's like, no, it does. He's like, I can't imagine. But like then I get all this support from like all these New Zealand ladies. I'm like, maybe I'm just supposed to go there and like that's my place.
Yeah, of course we want you here.
Yeah. It will
Yes,
happen. I do
absolutely.
have my savings account. So yeah. Okay, thank you.
I love you, sister. Well done. Yeah. Loved it. You won't leave. We've put the little bug in Erin too. Like, come on. And Laura and Aria will be best friends. All right, Erin. How many things?
It's really weird. Like with business, I never have anything to bring.
Because why?
I don't know. Like if it was like my personal life, I'd be like this. You know, I don't know. Business just feels different.
So business feels good?
It's just non-existent.
Okay. So it feels good because it's not there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Where are you dissociating?
Mm. Yeah, it's like avoidance.
Yeah, that's okay. But why?
It feels too powerful.
Yeah, what would it do if you actually received it?
Um, Short circuit me.
Yeah. And how many people would it take for you to be short-circuited?
One stresses me out.
I remember these days, right? I do. What's the feeling that happens in your body when you have a client?
Worry. It's always worry.
That what?
Like worrying about them, worrying if I did a good job, worrying about what I said, just everything.
Mhm.
Why does my camera do that? It keeps moving.
I don't know. It's insane. It always bugs me. Like not bugs me. Like bugs me out. You know, like bugs me out. Um, I'm just sorry. I'm being
Yeah.
called just for a minute. Sorry. But can you play in that the disempowering part? Can you like talk to the girls about if you were to disempower somebody else's power? Just let me know.
If I was to disempower someone else's power, does anyone understand that?
I think so. So if you were to make them feel less than,
Yeah.
is that making sense?
Well, I already am by worrying about them. So I already am disempowering. Yeah, it's taking people's power away. And why? I guess it's all I've ever known.
That was profound. It's all I've ever known, to take people's power away.
Yeah. Or to like worry about people.
Yeah, because people are a threat. So if I
Yeah, to
can,
me and to themselves.
yeah, if I can manipulate the energy, I can either save them or save myself. But I can't do both.
I'd rather save them.
Where's the grief? Why aren't you letting it out?
Oh, I think it's because I don't understand it.
I do. When you were really young, your environment was really unsafe. And so your body became super sensitive to feel everything and try and manipulate her situation so that she was safe. And I don't mean manipulation in a mean way, just to literally keep it safe.
Mm.
And so if she could keep her mum safe or her dad safe, then she'd be safe. Right? Guess what a child will do when a mother is sick and she's breastfeeding? That child will deliberately create specific nutrients for the mother. Through her saliva, she will literally change the way that the mother's biochemistry is working to save herself. Because if the mother gets sick, the baby dies. That's how powerful we are. And you had to do everything in your power to feel safe. So your business is a threat to your existence, right? That's what it's looking like and feeling like right now. What I want you to play with is that your business is a gift and your clients are a gift and that you're not responsible for them. You're just a conduit of information for them in the moment, right? And for you to create safety, I want you to drop into our group 10 key things that you need in your business to feel safe. Regarding like when someone says, hey, could I have a session? Your first guideline is, I need to shake that out before I even answer this person. The second guideline is that when I answer this person, I am telling myself, I am safe, I am safe, I am safe. I don't need to fix them. I just hold the space for their transformation. Okay. The third one is you message them and say, these are my conditions. You need to let me know within 24 hours if you're changing the appointment. I need you to show up at this time. It's this time, takes this. Like it's literally getting down to the fine tooth and then creating that hour afterwards for you to process and know that you're not responsible for their transformation.
Yeah.
You get to celebrate their transformation, but if they're not willing to do the work, it's not on you.
Yeah.
But first off, we need to anchor more safety.
Yeah.
I want you to write through your business. I want you to see your business as a personality, give her a name. Paint an entire canvas of her And then when you are in your business, you are speaking to her as a mirror reflection. How can I support you? How can I serve you today?
Mhm.
Hey, Jasmine, what's our next move? Whatever her name is going to be.
Yeah.
And you're a safe place for me to be in. We're a safe place together. We back each other, right? I want you to see her as like another persona, an aspect of you. Okay, so
Definitely.
and we need to rewire this like unsafety in human, like being human.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other thing I want you to write down and put in the group is all of the reasons you are safe. I'm safe because Law's with me. I'm safe because I've got a roof over my head. I'm safe because I've got food in my fridge. I'm safe because I have community, sisterhood. I'm safe because, do you know what I mean? Like, write down all the reasons you do have safety.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to play with 1 to 2 clients in the beginning of like, this is a safe place for me to play and just express myself and do the work.
Yeah.
I know this isn't like a practical step into the business. I know this is more energetic, but it's also a nervous system rewiring.
Yeah.
I am safe to work in my business. It is safe for me to be in my business. It is safe for me to be a practitioner. Also remember that we are 6 months since retreat.
Yeah.
That's not long.
Nope.
Right? Literally realized yesterday after our big session in Kaniga, there were 6 months bang on from retreat.
Wow.
So give it another 3 to 4 months because that's the like gestation period.
Mm.
And it's going to be a totally different game.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're still birthing.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Good.
All good, baby. I'll be out soon. You okay? Yeah.
Can I watch after that?
Yes.
The Avengers.
No.
Avengers.
No. So 5 of Swords is conflict, and I feel like this is that inner, inner conflict within yourself, like the bullying yourself.
Yeah.
Like you're gaslighting yourself, honey. Like just being really honest. Like when you're not doing the things, then you're collapsing under the energy of not doing the things.
Yeah.
So what if we made 1-step processes, like 1 step, like today you post, tomorrow you dance, the next day. Do you know what I mean? Like set up some kind of like 1-step process or something the same every day so that you can compound interest that you're showing up for yourself. And in fact, let's just leave it. It's going to be your sassy things for a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's just going to build compounding interest, right? And then the next one that jumped out, so they jumped out together, but this one came first, is 4 of Cups, which is like contemplation, reevaluation.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. You deserve to have a beautiful business that honors you, that moves with your time frame. Okay. Like I see more of like an artistry, pottery, kind of like slower, like earthy kind of energy of like, I have 4 or 5 clients a week and that's it. And that feels good. And I get paid really well for it.
Mm.
Right. That's how we're going to begin it. It's just like this delicious, juicy play with the energies.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you need chamomile 3 times a day. You need to get rid of that worry in your stomach.
I know. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Maybe.
So organic chamomile in a tea infusion or in a dropper
Okay. Yeah.
tincture. Yeah.
Amazing.
Cool. Okay, buddy.
Thanks.
So proud of you. Karen, glorious woman. That was
What came out from that was the worthy piece. So I've put, I am worthy of receiving provisions for myself. That really, I felt myself hold my breath because in the past, that's always been a problem. So I'd go without. Like someone would make me the problem when I'd receive something for myself.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm blocking out the masculine that wants to support me and wants to allow me to provide, well, be provided for.
Last night.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
figure out
And yeah. And what is the piece? Like, I know that there's been like deep wounding from the masculine. So what is the piece around? I feel like when you said myself, like, because you've provided for others for so long. So when it comes to yourself, what does it mean? Like, I'm going back to like your dad energy, maybe even further, actually, like a granddad energy, about you being an empowered single woman. Like, what's the family template of that?
Women were never empowered. They were always disempowered.
And if they were single, what does that mean?
They'd done something wrong. It was always a woman that had done something wrong.
So women are shameful
Mm-hmm.
and don't deserve to be well resourced and provisioned because what?
It's almost like, well, they're not even worth it. They're not. Yeah. So
Yeah.
they are ostracized. They're pushed away. They're shunned.
Yeah. So this isn't, it isn't even a widow energy. It's more a mistress energy.
Yeah.
Like if I'm a single woman and I choose to be a single woman and I choose to back myself and I choose to be financially fucking abundant backing myself and like empowered woman, then I'm what?
It's so interesting. It's just come in my grandpop's work. She was a heathen.
There you go. Boom. I could see it. All I heard was vixen. Like she's a fucking vixen. Like that's like not okay. You can't be an empowered woman walking down Queen Street, you know, doing it on your own back.
I don't even know what the word heathen means, but that's what came in, and it was my grandfather saying it.
Wow. There we go. Okay, so where is that in your body?
It's in my heart. It's in my chest, heart, and the back of.
Okay, so pick them up. A heathen means a person who does not belong to a religion, like, but it's more than that. It's like who's like dirty, like a disapproving, like a disapprove, like yeah. And in the past, it's been like someone who's, I suppose, a prostitute of some sort, like dirty. So where is the dirtiness or disgust in your body around being a powerful, single, empowered, rich woman?
Ooh.
All right, let's go there. Pubic bone, and I'm going to be really a little bit like out the gate. I want you to hook into the vulva, like inside. Oh, this is dogma. This is religious dogma. Okay, so top of the head, back of the head. Okay, when you're ready, taking a deep breath in. Hold. Sip it in. Hold. Wow. So I can see like a version of you that when she did have to do it alone, men thought that they could take advantage of her, right? Like, oh, well, you're someone on the, you, so I can take advantage. Like it like gives them permission to be a prick or something. And then the next part is like you're hissing at them, like that, like fuck off, like, do you know what I mean? And so it's like a push pull, like I want a divine masculine to hold me in and through my body, but at the same time all of them are in depravity, like what's happening.
It's gone into my throat.
Yeah. I feel like the gag reflexes here, babe.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're ready, picking up the hyoid, putting the tongue to the back of the throat. What? Whoa.
Oh, I just want to check up.
Yeah. I almost did. I think we almost triggered Jen.
Sorry, Jen. Oh. Something lifted from my shoulder too.
Oh. Ooh. What's happening? Wow.
Yeah, I'm still feeling quite nauseous.
Yeah. Okay. So fingers interlinked behind the head. Clearing the template of the heathen, clearing the template of dogma, clearing the template of a woman isolated, clearing the template of a woman being single as a whore in some way, or prostitution. That's it. There we go. That goes back so long, like I was seeing, like in the days of like original London kind of.
Mm. That feels better. My whole spine went click, click, click.
Yes, which is your divine masculine holding the structure. So calling in Arthur, inviting him to hold you from behind as he holds your back and you get to relax, and then seeing on the count of 3 he's going to step in and actually hold, like be your back. 1, 2, 3. Feel him step in, fully, completely vibrational match. He's got you. You can rest. You can let go. That's it. How's that feeling, babe?
Heaps better.
Yeah.
Heaps.
Awesome.
My
Amazing.
body's just softened.
Yes, amazing. I love it. So proud of you. That was incredible.
It was rather huge.
It was massive. Yeah. So 2 of Wands, first steps, which I feel is in union, right? Like first steps of you being held by your divine masculine, like in your body, fully and completely, like releasing that. Choosing a path. So there's a choice here. Prepare to leave your comfort zone. Should I stay or should I go? And I want you to play with the idea of how much energy is getting taken up by not doing the thing. And if I just did the thing, it'd shift everything. Okay. So 2 paths. The other thing I'm seeing though is 2 pillars, masculine, feminine. It's your gateway. Unity. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Amazing Sassy sisters. Thank you so much. I love you. And that was fucking cool session. Sorry it went a bit over. But it is what it is, and we get to do all the things together. So I love it. I can't wait to see you all in Sassy. And I'll see you soon. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.